Hello, hello, hello. This is a queen who cares. We are on the air. And the title of this video is If You Had a Brain, You Would Be Dangerous. Dangerous. And please don't try it at home. But I am on the air with my daughter, Laura Lux. We have been talking about so many topics. I tell you, it is hot tonight. We got a lot of nuggets and titles and subjects to talk about, and I'm gonna let my girl Laura Lux take the mic tonight.
Hello to all the queen who cares, beautiful people, her tribe, to all of the runlets, my supporters, my true supporters. Thank you so much because we do this not only for ourselves, but we do it strictly for the people. And we are coming at you guys with some real interesting news this evening. You know, the queen and I were having a conversation about working. And not only working, but working for yourself. And excuse me if you hear any noise in the background. I'm a mom, okay, guys? We'll try our best to bleed that out a little bit later with some background music. But nonetheless,
no worries, no worries.
Right, no worries, right? We got this. But nonetheless, guys, the point that I wanted to make was, when you make that commitment to work for yourself outside of the typical 9 to 5, you still have to treat it like a 9 to 5. And I know people might think it and say, well, how's that possible if I'm working for myself? Here's the difference. When you work for yourself, you set your own schedule, but you still have to play by the rules. No business is going to be successful if you're showing up 15 minutes after you said your hair salon or your car wash or your laundromat or your cleaning business or your soap business or your mechanic shop. If you tell you could go to Burlington Coat Factory. If they tell you that they're going to be open up at 9 o'clock, as the consumer, you are expecting them to be there. So if they show up at 9:30, you're going to have a problem with it. So don't go and get an opportunity to work for yourself and show up late. Show up early. So
exactly.
You can assess the situation. And number one, you have more control over your time. Step number 2. Don't be so quick to not read the fine print. If you get yourself a position on one of these apps, and we'll let you guys know at the end, if you do want to pay $20, we will be willing to release that information to you and send you a referral to make under $250, and we will include that in the description box.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
However, we can show you guys how to build your own business still using those same tactics that you use working your typical 9 to 5 to be able to transition, because it's not some 1, 2, 3 quick scheme. You still have to be in the game. And a part of the game is showing up on time, presentable, with all of your equipment for whatever it is you're doing. So if you know you want to be a substitute teacher, please don't show up without a book.
Exactly.
Don't show up without a notebook.
Ooh, preach.
Don't go to the job and say, do you have a pen? You should be handing out pens because you got a pack of pens in your bag.
Exactly.
Don't show up to clean somebody's carpet and say, do you have a carpet machine?
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't show up.
Mm-mm-mm.
You gotta laugh, guys.
I'm telling, because you know what? You got people out there actually doing all this stuff right here, and then they go make a YouTube video and just complain, and they just discouraging other people from making money. But you know what? One thing I learned, you just got to try things for yourself. No matter what you hear online about this and that and that and this, that's just like when you go into a hotel or a restaurant or anything, you look at the reviews. Okay, a lot of people gonna complain. If everybody complain, then you might say, okay, I gotta raise the eyebrow, whatever. But you're gonna have people in there. Go find out for yourself. Always do your own research and find out for yourself and do the experience for yourself. Don't just take what other people say, because people, they will sell you a dream. They'll discourage you from your own blessing.
All because they didn't want to do the work. And so when we come to you guys with these gems, you have to understand you have to do the work. And that work is tremendously hard. It is actually harder or more complicated and challenging because now you're pushing yourself to be the very thing that the queen said earlier, disciplined.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's use your queen for example. I worked with her. We worked together. I know she does not show up to work late. That's not her normal. So if she was to show up to work late, I would know, okay, something's going on, right?
Exactly.
Now, if you now, right now, when you clock into a typical 9 to 5, what's the odds? What's going to happen? Either HR going to have something to say to you, your boss going to have something to say to you. Why are you coming in late? When what happens when you work on your own is that we wind up getting that money deducted from us.
Exactly.
And now I'm losing 15 minutes worth of clients. So now I'm going to show up because this is something that's going to help me and I can work my own thing. I don't have to worry about negativity and this and that. I can actually create my narrative. So just look at the brighter side of things. Don't be so quick to jump into these situations. It's always good to actually know somebody who actually, did it as well. Because just for example, Queen T, you could tell them right now if they wanted to go get employment at such and such place, you could break it down because why? You have experience there.
That's true.
You can exactly tell them, okay, this what happened, this what I seen,
Right.
Hey, be careful for this, whatever, and make sure you get a reputable source.
That's true. That is so true.
Be careful who you taking information from too. You get what I'm saying? Because people have to shed positive energy with that information. So we're just giving you guys some positive feedback to creating the new norm, which it seems to be working for yourself, or creating some type of business where you have a stream of income where you devote some of your time for pay.
Exactly. And you know what? And get out this time, I just, I told you guys, I work for Lowe's, and how stressful it was dealing with the managers, dealing with the customers, all this kind of stuff. And I have been there a year, and and the universe has sent me all the signals. Already, like I said, listen to your intuition, because your intuition will let you know what's really going on. And I tell you, family, the universe sent me the signal to just, hey, get out of Dodge. And as of today, I'm no longer employed with Lowe's, and I'm happy about it. But now I have to, sometimes we can be so brainwashed and try to hold on because we want that certain amount of check. But you know what? The best thing you can do for yourself is create your own wealth. That's the best thing. And then it's time for it now. Now, hey, I maybe had to learn it at an older age, but guess what? I'm learning it. Some people never learn it. We cannot be spending all this time on these jobs, and we got families, and that's why a lot of our youth have gone astray, because we're not spending enough time at home with them. We letting the TV babysit, we let technology babysit, we let gangs babysitting, and the families is not sitting down and just spending that quality time with the children and all this kind of stuff. So that's why we got all these kids doing all kind of crazy stuff, going shooting up schools and restaurants and doggone grocery stores and all this kind of stuff. So you know what it is, we need to just sit back and we have to get a roadmap for ourselves and say, okay, no, what can we do to make our life better and our children's life better, and work and being your own boss. Now, mind me, everybody's not gonna be their own boss, because we do need some of y'all at McDonald's, Burger King service. Now, it's not everybody gonna be a entrepreneur. It's not everybody gonna be one. But y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know that y'all got this thing been bubbling inside of y'all. Y'all got these gifts and talents. Y'all just sitting back. All the gifts and talents is in the graveyard. Don't die with all this knowledge and dreams and goals, and let it go to the graveyard. That's where everything at right there. Because people be thinking, oh, I'm too old for this, or I should have, I always wanted to. They listen to other people, just like how, when I went on YouTube and I was looking at this particular company and got all this negative feedback, so you have to get your own experience, and you have to use your intuition, and you be the best judgment for yourself about your life.
And my thing is this: you won't know unless you go for it. My grandmother used to always tell me, nothing beats a failure but a trier. So even if you give it a shot and it does not work for you, at least you can say you aimed for the stars.
Exactly.
Because you won't know unless you give it a shot. Listen, guys, I understand it's nerve-wracking. You know, you got to get out into this field. You got to do something new. You know what? But when you actually conquer one of your fears, you are putting forth so much great energy to the universe that it's like, wow, you can't even imagine it.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happens, you do see that if you let go and just release things, you know, and I'm talking to myself as well. I don't ever want anybody to think that, oh, I'm just here to give you guys advice. I'm here to give myself some advice. I have to tell myself,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay.
Right.
Okay? You can do this.
Right. You can
conquer this. Even if it's something you don't want to do, give it a shot and see if it's for you, because what's for you is going to be for you.
Exactly.
However, sometimes you gotta go for it. And if you don't make a move, and again, I'm talking to myself as well, there's a lot of things that I have done, and we can both vouch for each other because we've known each other for over a decade now.
Exactly.
That a lot of our same things we was doing then, we're doing now, but we're just taking it to the next step. And we also understood 10 years ago that it takes time. And it takes consistency. And yes, you're going to have some ups and downs. You're going to lose some people along the way. You know, people not going to understand. People not going to forgive. You know, it's a bunch of stuff that's going to happen. Let's just face it. You're going to lose people left and right. It's going to be
exactly. And that's a part of life.
It's a part of life. You just do what you got to do and you go for it. That's the moral of this story. So, again, we will be willing to leave a link in the description box. The Queen will give you guys further details if you want to get that referral. The referral right now is on sale in honor of Father's Day for $20. After Father's Day, it's $19.99 right now. But after Father's Day, it will go back up to its normal price, and we'll discuss that at a later time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, please keep in mind that this referral will automatically get you up to $250 and more. If you can be strategic about, we're going to show you how to build a team, a proper team, because it starts with leadership. We're going to bust it down for y'all.
Exactly.
Like, we're going to give y'all a full, detailed, straight webinar. We're going to have tons of resources. So y'all going to have so much information that you're going to walk away feeling empowered. Like, I don't care if this ain't for me. I'm going to be able to go out here and do whatever it is.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And don't let nobody get in your way. And again, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. This is not for the faint at heart. However, it can be achieved. It can be done. You can still stand on your own 2 feet. It's things that I'm sure the Queen can even tell y'all that y'all probably don't even know, that you would think that a typical person that would have knocked her off her feet.
Exactly.
And this woman is still standing before you, telling you, y'all better take this information and run with it, because we could get y'all that real money. Yeah,
exactly.
And
you know what? A lot of times, I'm going to speak for self. You know, we don't want to get out there and start our own business and put in the work, because we be like, oh goodness, it's going to take me so long to make a decent check and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I got things to do. I got this and that and that and this. But if you got somebody, you know, try to support behind you, and then, you know, yay, you just put in the work, and and you just be yourself. You just be authentic. Be yourself. Be organic. And as long as you got the heart to help people and everything, the money will come. But you got to just don't think about, you know, oh, I got to get there, Just think about having a heart to help people, because that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's that song? That's what it's all about.
Okay.
Put your right foot out, put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. So that's all it's about. We had to give y'all a little music, because you know music is good for the soul.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about. That really just inspired me. And, you know, we say this because we wanted to, although we took a more of a, you know,
right,
positive and uplifting, you know, approach tonight, we still actually laughed about a few things that we found interesting because, you'll have people like was mentioned earlier, you'll have somebody who did not read the fine print,
Exactly.
who skipped over all the things that was important, who did not listen and then get mad. You can't, no, get mad at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't do that part. And I'm not talking about anybody and saying I'm perfect, because guess what? I do that same thing to myself. I'll be like, girl, you messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to myself. I'll be like, so, get it together. I'll be repenting and everything. You know what I mean? So we just have to keep those things in mind. And I'm like, okay, I think we will slowly but surely see that, it's okay to be afraid, but it's not okay to not conquer your fear, because, like they say, fear is actually evidence that's appearing real. It's not even really there. It's just what we put in our mind that we're afraid of. And I know, because I've done it to myself countless times. So again, I'm talking to myself as well. I think the main thing we want for people to think about is, like, use your own brain.
Mm-hmm. Okay? Exactly. Don't be listening at these people saying all this foolishness and stuff. You have to just try stuff out for yourself, because, like I said, you can be missing out on a big blessing. I mean, you really can, because a lot of people, I have experience. I listen to, what, it took me, I didn't have lobster until 2019, because you know what, I always listen to people saying, oh, lobster tastes just like shrimp. I mean, no, like crab. They say it tastes, and I listened to people a long time, and I said, oh, I said, well, if it tastes like crab, I don't need to try it. And I didn't taste lobster until I was in the Caribbean.
I'm sure you said to yourself, now these jokers had me missing out on my day.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. People just tell you silly stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say any bad words. I slipped a little bit. If I did, I apologize to the team. Okay. But guys, I just have to understand. Sometimes I get frustrated because we work really hard in order to obtain our information, and we want to be able to share it with people and give other people the opportunity that we felt that maybe we didn't get so easily. And that comes with work, guys. Like you heard your queen just say, she sat here and deprived herself of some good lobster.
I sure did.
But let me tell you where your blessing came in. The first time you tasted it was out of the country. Now, won't he do it? Come through.
Exactly.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, hey, I don't even really care. Okay. You ain't have lobster until you had lobster in another country. How about that?
Exactly. I'm telling you.
So hey, you had to wait all them years to get the biggest blessing, and I think that's what's the major part for us right now. I'm just excited about this thing, though, Queen T. I'm like, man, I just feel so good about everything that we've been talking about. Just in that we want to eventually share with the community. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great about it, and I think that it's something that people will see and get an opportunity to see a different side of how our culture can work together and really bring our community back and really be 100 with each other.
Right, exactly.
Have therapy, have conversations. When somebody upsets you, learn how to talk to people, not about people, and how to eat better and all of that stuff. Like, no, again, I'm not perfect. Hello, I make a lot of mistakes. I go through stuff. I relapse on my little breads and stuff sometimes. Hey, I get acne. Listen, I'm not perfect. I can go up and down in my weight, all different types of stuff. I cry a whole lot. People don't even probably think I cry, but I cry. Oh Lord, I can cry some tears, boy. But I do what I can, and I think that's what people don't get the chance to see. They don't get a chance to see that there are people out here that are really like this. They just automatically think that people are just these mean people, and it's like, no, like that's not it, So.
Yep, exactly. So you know what? You just have to do what you got to do to make life better better for yourself. You really do. And one thing I say, don't listen to people, because people will lead you astray.
I mean, and it is. I feel that
Especially when I'm talking about the people that talk all this negativity. You got good people. If there's a good energy people, yeah. But when these people talking all this negativity and they didn't even much give it a try, or they just giving their opinion, they see like it's no hope, as everything is slim and dim. You can't listen to them. You can't listen to them.
What's the word you said? Great rising, and what's the response?
Oh, they say good. You say good morning, and they say what's so good about it? Don't speak to me. I haven't had my coffee yet. All this foolishness, Woo. It's a shame a cup of coffee got the doggone control you.
I apologize today because I know I'm laughing a lot, but that's the only way. It's the only way I can express myself, because
what's so good about it?
To myself many a days, like, why are people like that? Like, I've been around your queen for, like I said, over a decade, and I can honestly say her energy never changes. She is the same, and if there's something going on, she's gonna let you know. And that's that. And I think I was so thankful to have that connection with her, because I think that's what I was looking for from someone, is in terms of a female, because I felt like I hadn't had that real connection where somebody actually could see me like for who I was, and not be all judgmental or mean, and all that stuff, because that's what I was used to. So when I seen, like, wow, there are genuine people out here.
Right.
You just have to be open-minded and understand that they're not going to always be your family. Like that. Like, I think we get that so caught up.
That's true.
That we're only going to meet our spiritual beings with the people who we grew up with, and that's not.
And that's not true. That's not true at all. They're the one be against you so much. Boy, them knuckleheads, they don't want to see you do nothing. They don't want. Woo, you lucky if you get a drop of water on your tongue. Woo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's really sad. It really sad. So you know what? All kin folks ain't what they say. All blood ain't kin folks, and that is true. Because a lot of people, a girl once say, all family, most family is strangers you grew up with, and that is so true. That is so true. Strangers you grew up with. Mm-hmm.
It don't make no sense when I tell you. Man, y'all better listen and take notes. I hope y'all got pen and paper, because just take some notes and just really consider,
And some people be right here trying to do so much for their family and everything, and they steady getting under. They getting under the house. They're just getting buried and deeper and deeper and deeper. Oh my goodness! So so you got to know. My grandma used to always say that some family members you just got to treat with a long handle spoon. And I used to wonder why she said that, but now I'm a grown woman. I know why she said it. You have to treat them with a long handle spoon. She sure did say that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, we're going to close. Is there anything else you want to say, Laura Lux?
I think that's it right now. I think the best thing that I would like for you guys to do, like we always ask, and I ask in support of the Queen Who Cares YouTube channel, to like, comment, subscribe. You guys can please, again, we'll have a link in the description box where if you want to connect for the referral. The referral, again, is on sale right now for Father's Day, $19.99. We accept Cash App. We have Stripe. We have Zelle. We have PayPal. We have Google Pay. We got everything. You name it, we can accept that payment, and then we will immediately send you over the actual referral code for you to start making up to $250 and up. So please make sure that you leave your information with the Queen Who Cares so that we can get back to you and stay in touch with us, and make sure you tune in for
Exactly. And you know what? You can always, whatever you need, you can write it in the comments. We'll respond back and all that kind of stuff, you know. You can always email at queenwhocares@gmail.com and queenwhocares@gmail.com. And you can always, like I say, anything, any questions or concerns or subjects you want us to talk about it, you can always leave it in the comments. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. And you can reach me at lorenlux38@gmail.com. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Because again, we're going to making sure we drop nuggets for you guys for this webinar. So please stay tuned, and we can't wait to catch up with you in the next one.
All right. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, and happiness.